Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, Big Boys and Big Toys. My name is Ryan, and today we're going to be putting an alternator on my 2015 Camaro SS. It's got a 6.2 liter with a 6-speed manual. It has got just over 25,000 miles on it now, and the alternator failed while I was taking a trip to Florida, you know, in the reliable car. Alright, I'm going to show you right now exactly what happened, and then we're going to get in the garage and get to it, and I'll kind of just tell you what happened while we're tearing it apart. So here's that footage, and I'm going to get it in the garage. See you in a minute. Alright everybody, so I'm going to show you exactly what this thing is doing, and then we're going to get it in the garage and get it done. So here we go. I'm going to stick the key in here, fire it up. I want you to watch this gauge and what it does. Yeah, I've already warmed it up for a second, but it does it no matter what. Watch this. Alright. See it? 12.5. I'll fire it and it'll charge. Also, oh, I didn't show you. See the battery light right there? It works. It's on right now. 12.5. Alright, let's give her a fire. Alright. She should start charging. Here we go. Yeah. It's nice, right? I mean, I would like it to be higher than this, but it goes up to 13.9, 14. Battery light's out. It's charging, right? No check engine light, nothing funny. All right. Now, I'm not gonna hold you. I'll bring you back in like 10 seconds or so, okay? All right, here it goes, everybody watching. 13.6, 13.4, 13.3. All right, look over here. Do you see a battery light? No battery light. 13.0. Now remember, this battery should have like 12.6 in it, somewheres about. There it is. 12.5. I got the air and stuff on. I mean, you know it. All right, so you see, and battery light off. Thinks it's charging. Okay, so now I'm gonna pull it in the garage and I am going to change the alternator, and I'm gonna tell you this story about this just mess of fun that this, hold on, did you see this? That this 25,000 mile car gave me. Yeah. All right, I'll tell you all about it in a second. All right, so I got it in the garage and I got the hood up right now. I'm gonna put you all on the tripod. We're gonna get started on it. I got this little thing to lay across because it's actually, you know, a nice car. We're trying to get to that alternator right down there. I hope it's gonna just come out, take the air box off. And anyways, let me get you in the stand. All right, so I'm gonna make a few things disappear, and as soon as I get the air box off and I'm ready to get the belt off and start on that alternator, I'll start telling y'all what happened. Just let me make this stuff go away. By the way, I don't think any of this has ever been apart, ever. At least not that I'm aware of. 25,000 miles. I don't think so. Why don't I just kick you then? Alright, at least now we can see what we're working on down here. That's our goal right there. So let's see if I can get this belt off, and I'll start getting this apart and hopefully off. I guess I'll go undo the battery too, right? Yeah. Just in case anybody needs to know, the battery in one of these beauties is in the trunk here. Underneath, well, everything. You can't tell, but there's a spare tire thing here, with no tire. You know, it's just an air pump. You can't see, it's dark, it doesn't matter. But there it is, thought I'd show you. Let me unhook it. Alright, I got the battery unhooked, so we're back here. Let's get this belt off and let's start getting this alternator off. So it looks like we got a tensioner up top here to get the belt off. It is a 15 ratchet. I'm just going to do that with it and pull it off. Boom, just like that, belt's off. Let's see, we got a plug on it down here, it looks like. Just like that, it comes off. And then there is a wire on the back. Let me show you. Alright, so there's a wire right here. It's this guy right here. It's got a little clip on it. Just push it, pulls right out. And then we pull this cover off. There's a nut. Should get this wire off, and then we can unbolt it. Let's get that done. Alright, and just so everybody knows, I did something really bad here. I took it apart and I didn't write down how the belt went around there. I think I can remember it, but for those of you that can't, you should probably draw it out. I've shown you in some other videos how to do that, so just refer to those. Alright, let me get this wire off. Alright, so we're back. Looks like this is going to be a 13, this nut back here. Yep. Let's get that off. I've already disconnected the battery. I think I showed you that was in the trunk. Let's go ahead and get this thing off. Alright, there we go. Alright, so while I get this apart, I'll tell you all what happened. So I took vacation. And I was driving on down to Florida, and driving along, and it just all of a sudden out of the blue, he's got a nut on there, just all of a sudden out of the blue told me reduced battery performance or something like that. I don't remember what it was word for word, if I'm being honest. Alright, looks like I got two 15s on here to take the alternator loose. That done. Anyways, so it said reduced battery performance. However, the battery light was not on, so it was charging, in my opinion. Well, hold on, let me get an extension. And how about we just try it deep? Anyways, so I pulled over. I was in Kingsland, Georgia. Go, and it was at 11.9 volts. I'm going to say that's obviously not enough to drive around, especially state to state. Alright, I got both of those loose. Let me show them to you real quick. Alright, you got this one right here. See my finger on it? And then you got this one right down here. So I'm taking those out. So, alright. So I did the right thing. Called AAA. They told me like $2,100 to get it home from Kingsland. Ha ha. I don't think so. So I thought about it. Well, nobody had an alternator for one of these. I mean, that's the easy solution, right? I should have started with that. Nobody had one. So, I guess because it's a manual, everybody had one for an automatic, but not a manual. Anyway, so I went on down to the Advance Auto. It wasn't too far away. Bought a couple batteries. I kept driving. Well, lo and behold, within about 30 miles or so, it just started charging again. Oh. I'm gonna give y'all a ha-ha moment, because I'm talking to you, and I'm not paying attention. I took the wrong bolt out. I took this guy off. I was supposed to take this one off. Let's try again. Alright, anyway, so I kept on driving, and I made it there on the battery that was in here. Because all of a sudden it started charging, it made it there. Fine, fine. Well, I got there, and next day, of course it wasn't charging. I went out there and fired her up, and, you know, No. It did exactly what I already showed you. So, basically I looked everywhere, finally found out Summit had one in Georgia. So, well, long story short, I drove all the way there. It started charging on the other side of I-4 for me, thank the Lord. I was actually almost to Ocala. Got it. And it started charging, made it all the way to Summit. And then, figure out how to wiggle this guy out. And then made it home. But I do have it. So I guess we gotta change it. Alright, out it comes. That's technically all there is to it if you know how to get it out. Alright, so I guess the camera needs a cool down moment because we've been down here in the AC doing this alternator, but it's 1,000,000 degrees and doing funky crap. I'll insert a moment of the end of that last video for you right here. Damn it. How long's it been frozen? $1,000,000 degrees and ain't doing nothing. Yeah, it's a good time. Alright, anyway, so, no, you can't see. I don't really care if you can see right now. I got the old guy right here. It's out of the car. Perfect. I got GM genuine parts. Brand new. Right there. Sure looks right to me. So I'm gonna go give this camera a moment to cool down, and let's throw this baby in. Alright everybody, we're back. Camera got a little cool off period. I took a break. We're gonna try and slam this guy together. Hopefully nice and easy. So if you can see it all, try and tuck this down here a little or something for you. How's that? When I brought it out, I came down through here and kind of sat it down and went in. So I'll try and just repeat that again, I hope. Something like that, huh? I hope I wasn't all in the way, even though I'm just 100% sure I was. Alright. Yo, that looks like it just about fell into place. Let's see if we can get this long bolt. We got two of them. The long one goes down here. Oh, that's just how easy it is, folks. Let's see if we can get this one into place. Top one. We may have to tap that guy out just a little bit. Okay, I hope the camera caught that, but I had to get a pry bar and kind of put it underneath, and I pried against this to move this out of the way a little, so this will just swing in, and when you tighten the bolt down, it'll push it back tight. Alright, now I'm going to take the short one, right through there. Alright, I'm sure this car is new enough that I should be torquing these, but I'm going to torque them just like every car I've ever done, which is until I feel it's tight, and then I'm happy. Which is there. Alright, get this wire and the plug back on. See about the belt. I don't know if I said this before, but yes, I did check it with a meter and it was actually not charging. Figured I'd mention that. Okay. Alright, snug that down, put the rubber cover back on. There we go. Just like that. And then take this plug, give the old click. Perfect. Alright. Here we go, finished result. Top bolt tighten, bottom bolt tighten. Plug, connector, it's in. I'm gonna put the belt on, I'm gonna hook the battery up. Okay, y'all, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to bring up a diagram online real quick to make sure that I'm right about that, but I think that's right. Here's what I got right here. Tensioner, crank, goes around the water pump, comes up, goes over, down, around the alternator, around that, idler, and crank. I'm going to look it up, be right back. Okay, so upon looking that up, my belt diagram that I did out of my head was right. Thumbs up there. I gave that a quick empty. I'm going to shove this back together here. Got this going back in. I think it's a Fram. No, it says it's a Delco. That's pretty cool. Needs a new one anyways, but it's time for K&N. You can go back in for now. Throw that back in. Good enough. Yep, see, it's letting some stuff off on the car. But again, it's okay. We'll go buy a new one. Right now, will it charge? Mass airflow there. Just like that. Alright, let's save the engine cover. Let's see what this thing does. Please, Lord, let it be good. Alright, here we go. Sorry, got to go through all the menus to see if it's doing stuff. Ooh, 14.4, that's a good number. Alright, let's back it out and see what it does. Alright, that's higher than it's been in a while. I think that's maybe it. I'm gonna let it run for a minute. And if something happens interesting, like it stops, I'll let you know. We'll be back in a minute. Alright everybody, after about 5 minutes of recording, it's staying right about there. I think it's all good. I'm gonna take a test drive in it tomorrow because, in case you can't tell, it's nighttime now, and I'm not getting it out at 9:46 at night. So we're gonna stick it back in the garage, and we'll take it out tomorrow. Sounds good. Hopefully this is it. I sure am fingers crossed that this fixes the problem. Seems right. See y'all tomorrow. Well, y'all, that's all there is to changing the alternator on a 2015 Camaro SS with a LS3 and a 6-speed. So I know this was a little different because I talked a little bit and shared a story. Let me know if you enjoyed it or not. Next time I'll just shut up. Whatever y'all like better. You won't hurt my feelings, I promise. Anyways, it's all together. It's charging. Like I said, maybe it's not working or something tomorrow. And then I'll bring y'all back. But I think we got it. And I think that's the end of this video. So if you don't mind, like, comment. Tell me how you like this storytelling thing. Or again, anyway. Thanks for tuning in. See y'all next time.